G'day guys, my name is Caleb, otherwise known as the Critic Kebab. The 94th Academy Awards is right around the corner, and in this series, I will be making a verdict on whether the films nominated for Best Picture are actually worthy of winning that extremely prestigious prize. I will be giving my thoughts and breaking down the pros and cons of these movies and explaining why they are so great. That is, if they're even good at all. There will be a playlist with all the videos, so make sure to check them out. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more content just like this. Serena and Venus Williams are among the most popular and successful tennis players of all time. But how did they become such great athletes? The next film I will be reviewing is King Richard, and it tells the story of their father, Richard Williams, and the man he was, and the steps he took to develop his daughters into the most prolific tennis players of a generation. Richard Williams is played by Will Smith, and many will come away from this film saying that he is the main standout, but I would argue that there are many. I loved this movie from beginning to end. It is a great character study and a great insight into the Williams family. Richard Williams is a motivationally driven protagonist that is stubborn and is harsh, but what makes him redeemable is that he's a family man that shows perseverance in the sight of glory. He has made it his life goal to raise a family of champions, and when he realizes Serena and Venus have a talent for tennis, he fully commits himself and them to that. What makes this story compelling is that this black family are entering into a white person's sport, and the little glances people give the Williams family suggest that they don't belong or that something isn't right. But once the right people see these two young girls in action, the recognition and acknowledgement slowly comes their way. And deservedly so. Growing up in Compton meant life was dangerous and difficult, and to see the choices Richard made was always interesting. The way he protects his family, but also the selfish choices he makes because of his ego. Richard being so stubborn is what arguably brought about so much of his success, and as a viewer, this is what makes this movie thrilling to watch, because you sympathize and often agree with the way Richard handles certain situations. But then you as a viewer acknowledge when he is being too overbearing.
Why?
Because I believe it.
Cut right here, if you don't mind. And let me tell you what. What she said it with so much confidence the first time. But if you keep going on and on,
Listen, we can't keep interrupting. I mean, if you want...
you got to understand that you're dealing with an image of a 14-year-old child.
And this child gonna be playing when your old ass and me gonna be in the grave.
A character that is so multidimensional really requires an actor of great skill to pull it off. And Will Smith did that. He too is a father who has pushed his own kids to be successful. And I can see that he brought his own lived experience and brought it into bringing Richard to life for the screen. Richard Williams is a great template for how perseverance can bring about success. But also, it is a great illustration of how sometimes the biggest risks reap the biggest rewards. This movie is emotional in all the right moments. In order for it to resonate with audiences, it needed to be. And this is thanks to amazing performances by the cast. Aunjanue Ellis is fantastic in this film. The energy she brings is of a caring mother, a motivational warrior, and of a badass that won't let anyone mess with her kids. I loved how she was a support mechanism for Richard, but also as time went on, she became a foil to him. When she opens up to him, that was a very powerful moment, and Aunjanue Ellis brought her A game. Sidney as Venus Williams also got some great material to work with. She has some really important moments towards the end where we see more of her perspective on her dad's overbearingness and her opening up about what she thinks is best, and I thought she did an exceptional job of conveying it all in her scenes. The whole ensemble that plays the Williams daughters was great, but also I appreciated that my favourite actor John Bernthal was in this film as Rick Matchy. Such a fun presence to this movie. The screenplay by Zach Balon is very well structured, and it is a really good, uplifting journey. And we often see that in these sport movies, and this one is no exception. I do feel that this film has an invisible directorial style and doesn't feel aesthetically unique. Reinaldo Marcus Green directs this film, and he does a good job, especially for all the tennis match scenes, as they are very well shot and edited, but the directing isn't very distinct. My only piece of criticism is that sometimes the nighttime lighting of scenes is too realistic and dark that it obscures what is being shown. But other than that, this film is very well put together. It follows a lot of the tropes and editing techniques you'd expect from a sports film, and it is Oscar bait for sure. But that doesn't take away that this is still a profound story about drive, enthusiasm, motivation, perseverance, and the importance of family togetherness. King Richard is a great sport biopic movie, and I would recommend this to almost anyone. I do also think that this has a fair shot of winning the Best Picture Academy Award. Let me know what you thought of King Richard down in the comments below, and do you think it's worthy of winning Best Picture? Make sure you're following me on all the social medias to be fully up to date. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. More Best Picture movie reviews coming soon.